Hi friends, welcome back to Essence Decluttering. I don't know about you, but as an average family living in North America, my eyes start to glaze over when I hear financial experts talk about GDP, interest rates, housing markets, and fluctuations on the Dow Jones. As if these big, far-off things have a financial impact on my family right here, right now, today. So let's forget about all those fancy terms. Today, I am going to give you real-life, practical ways that you can improve your family's finances. And the best part, it's something you can do without waiting on anyone else, without a financial degree, or without taking any big risks. Any guesses? I am talking about decluttering, not just for the sake of a tidy house, but as a powerful way that you can help yourself and your community financially. Decluttering is not just about selling a few things for extra cash. It's about redistributing resources that helps real people right now. We will get deeper into how decluttering helps your community financially, but first, let's talk about the most obvious way that decluttering can help your family's finances today. Selling the things you no longer use. Take a look around your house. What's collecting dust? What haven't you used in months, maybe years? That extra set of dishes, those shoes you've barely worn, or your kids' toys that they've grown out of? All of those things still have value. And in just a few minutes, you can list those things for sale on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, eBay, or local selling groups. And every dollar you make is money back in your pocket, helping you pay a bill, buy groceries, or even treat yourself or a loved one. Trust me, I've been in tight financial situations, and I know what it's like when every dollar counts. Selling extra things that we no longer needed helped us pay for essentials during tough times, and it can do the same for you. But selling is just the first way that decluttering helps. Let's take a shift in perspective a little bit and go deeper. Decluttering isn't just about making money for yourself. It's also a way that you can help members of your community. Now stick with me through the video as we unpack this mental shift. Now, what is clutter really? It isn't just junk or trash. Clutter is anything in your home that you don't need or use in your current stage of life. And here's the thing, communities have a natural ebb and flow. People in your community are constantly moving out and in of different stages of life. And that item you're not using could be exactly what someone else is desperately in need of right now. Think about it. A young mom in need of baby gear, maybe a young adult furnishing their first apartment, or a family down the road whose kids are growing so fast and they really need some bigger size winter clothes. By donating your clutter, you make these things accessible to those who truly need them. Now I'm going to pause for a second and share a deeply personal story. Due to our ignorance, an unhealthy outside influence, and one really bad choice, we've had a season where we were drowning in debt so deeply that there was absolutely no clear way out. During that season, every single purchase had to be carefully considered. I remember one time when I rebelled against our super tight budget, and I bought myself a small coffee. It cost $1.27. I'll always remember walking down the street with that cup of coffee, dressed in my professional work clothes, and walking past a man who was begging for money. I looked at him and knew in that instant that we really weren't very far away from being in his position. And you know what? Not a single person around me probably would have ever guessed that. Which begs the question, who might you be interacting with who's going through a very difficult financial struggle right now that you have no idea about? If you've been around this channel for a while, you know that several years ago, my family of 5 moved into a tiny house that we lived in for 5 years. One of the main reasons we lived in a tiny house was to decrease our financial burden. These seasons of life taught me the beauty and the power of secondhand items. During these times, we fully relied on thrift stores and hand-me-downs to provide for our family's needs. And why could we do that? Because people chose to declutter and make their unused items available. That's why I'm so passionate about this, Because decluttering isn't just about stuff, it's about people. Okay, so that was a bit of a heavy. Now let's talk about something we all love, thrift stores. When you donate to a thrift store, it's not just about making things available at a lower cost. It's also about funding real people in need. Many thrift stores use their funds to support homeless shelters or financially assist kids to play sports, and also supporting people who may be leaving a dangerous situation. And many thrift stores even give away essential items completely for free for those who absolutely need them. This, my friends, is a beautiful thing, and you get to be a part of it just by decluttering. Okay, now let's bring it even closer to home. Have you watched my in-home decluttering sessions with Alana, a mom of teenage triplets? At one point in the process, she discovered board games and puzzles that her kids had outgrown. Some were definitely well-loved, and some were like brand new. For Ilana, those items were just taking up space in her home. But for someone else, they were going to be the perfect thing that they were looking for. Just think about it. A grandma wanting to buy a birthday present for their grandchild, maybe a teacher wanting to add some more games and puzzles to their classroom, or maybe a family who couldn't afford new ones. Now let's think of some other situations that your decluttering could help. Perhaps a man who hasn't been able to work for months due to a medical emergency, an elderly woman on a fixed income trying to pay for essentials during inflation, or a single mom stretching every dollar to provide for her kids. By simply decluttering, you lighten your own load while helping real people in your community. So here's my challenge. Take action today. Maybe it's a bedroom closet, a kitchen drawer, a shelf of books, or even your storage area. And then decide. Sell it, put some quick cash in your pocket, donate it, bless somebody in need, or gift it. Surprise a friend or a loved one. And if you take action, tell me in the comments. I'd love to hear what you decluttered and how it made a difference. At the end of the day, decluttering is a total win-win. You feel lighter and more at peace in your home. You improve your finances immediately, and you bless people in your community. That is a win-win, my friends. Now here's something I want you to think about. Can you imagine if every single home in your community decluttered and made their unused items available? My guess is that the physical need of every single person in your community would probably be met with those items. So friends, if you're feeling stuck financially, this is something you can do right now. And if your heart longs to help people in your community, you can by decluttering. Who knows, you might be holding on to the exact item that somebody has been praying to find. If this inspired you, hit subscribe and join our supportive community. We'll see you on the next video.